It's a little hard to believe, but it's time for a celebration. We've reached new levels of epic with Mattel WWE Elite Series 100. That's 100 Mattel WWE Elite sets. Let's unbox the 100th right now. Who better to unbox first than a Mattel WWE Elite staple, John Cena. Cena sucks. Cena sucks. It's just like the good old days. Nah, I'm just kidding. He seems like a nice guy. Even though he's now the Peacemaker, John Cena was once a rude, not so classy dude, and that's the version we have right here. Chain Gang John Cena, untouchable but forcing you to feel him. He probably wouldn't get away with that line these days. But John Cena's here in all of his old school word life glory. Check that out. Nice Elite Series 100 packaging. We have some shiny silver right up here at the top. Check that out. Some cool artwork here. Photorealistic artwork. Can't go wrong. And we're cracking open John Cena right now. Nice little cardboard background. Everything in Elite Series 100 is awesome. Everything, including John Cena himself. Let's have a look. A couple of interchangeable You Can't See Me hands. John Cena's hat, of course, he loves to wear plenty of these. We got a nice snapback right here. C Nation on the back, and on the front, that crosshair target for John Cena. That sweet symbol. Black and white hat, cool. Don't forget that Chain Gang chain, baby. Check that out. Nice bendable plastic here, and you're good to go with John Cena. There he is with the chain right on. Check that out. Attaboy, John. And the old school WWE Championship. Check that out. The spinner belt, as it is so affectionately called. And this one does actually spin if you really get to work on it. There, now it's like a man. It's almost more a Miz Championship, right? It's just kind of a sideways E Championship right there. But the spinner's here. It has the WWE Champion side plates. And it's ready to rock. This was John Cena's introduction. John Cena introduced this belt to the WWE, right? He debuted it. He is the reason we have this spinner belt in our WWE historical annals, and the reason it will forever stay. So if you're trying to spin this belt out there at home, I would take two thumbs right here and just kind of flip it around however you want. It is not going to be something that you can just kind of spin like a casino game or something, but if you want it to be upside down, you can get there. Check out Big John himself in Elite Series 100. There he is. A nice smirk on his face, a little high and tight haircut right here. Check that out, looking good. The military style John Cena, right? The chain gang soldier shifting his way into being a man in favor of the military. This is the guy, John Cena. Thousands and thousands of meet and greets and make-a-wishes, and you can't hate the guy, even though so many did hate the guy in the past. Right now, all you can do is understand that he belongs in Elite Series 100. He's got the removable armband right here, also some detachable wristbands if you're interested in removing those. And of course, he's got the marquee marks peeking out right there with the word life text and WWE symbol on it. He's got his trademark light blue jorts and knee pads underneath, of course, and black and white shoes right there. In-ring shoes. John Cena's special brand of in-ring wrestling shoes. And there he is. This is the guy that we all have either loved to hate, loved to love, or just would rather stay forever as Peacemaker, right? How about another one that we all know and love? Rey Mysterio right here with a WCW style look. Check that out. The first time WCW Cruiserweight Champion Rey Mysterio right here when he captured that WCW gold, that Lucha Libre star in the making. That's Rey Mysterio, possibly, most likely the biggest Lucha Libre star on the planet. Here he is, Ray getting cracked open, again with that stylistic, photorealistic artwork all over the packaging. Elite 100 featuring one of the WWE's biggest stars of all time, Rey Mysterio. You have a grip hand and a fist hand right here, and an incredibly sharp, incredibly cool WCW Cruiserweight Championship. You can see the WCW side plates right there, the massive Cruiserweight Championship faceplate,
And this is a title that definitely, if you're an old school WCW fan, you know, looking for some highlights of Monday Nitro, get this one in your collection right here. And check out this Rey Mysterio with so many career highlights. It's hard for me still not to think of him being thrown into the production truck by the NWO. But that aside, Rey Mysterio had some incredible matches on WCW programming, and whether it was on Nitro, you know, a pay-per-view versus Eddie Guerrero, just Juventud Guerrera, so many different great matches that Rey Mysterio bestowed upon us in WCW before he even reached close to the height of his popularity that he did in WWE. So this is a sweet old school Rey Mysterio look. You can see he's not even close to as tatted up as he is now. But his mask, a really old school style. You can see the molded ties in the back right there. Really great detail on this one, especially for a classic legendary style Rey. We always normally see like the cross chain tattoo, or like the his Phoenix symbols right here on his shoulders. But in this case, just seeing Rey without all those tattoos is a complete throwback. But with that in mind, check it out. Even though he kind of takes it out of his ring gear design, and the modern Rey Mysterio has used those question mark shapes a lot more often. So you can see he was using these all the way back in WCW. A couple of crosses in the front, a couple of tall white and black lace boots. So cool. Rey Mysterio right here with some classic ring gear that he definitely takes inspiration from in his modern ring gear. So thanks for all the memories, Ray. Also joining the ranks of celebratory Elite Series 100, big time Bex, Becky Lynch right here, looking sharp with her WWE Women's Championship. That's the SmackDown Women's Championship, of course. And the stylized artwork on the packaging here. This Becky's getting unboxed before she beats you up. There she is, Becky Lynch. You know what they call her? The Man. A couple of interchangeable fist accessories. The aforementioned WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, white strap, blue faceplate, and WWE Championship side plates. And check out Big Time Bex right here with a long flowing head of red hair, but it's at the top, kind of a bouffant style, right? I guess that's what you'd call it. I don't know, I'm not a hairdresser. If I were, I may call that a bouffant, but what do I know, right? Check out this jacket that she's wearing with the studs all over it. So cool. What's up, all you stars and studs in New York? And you can see that this one is really like malleable. It's really cool that you can kind of bend the arms a little bit and pose them if you want. It does kind of stay in place. It's not completely in place, but you can see you can get some arm bend on the elbow there, and the jacket kind of maintains that bend, which is really new and just goes to show that Mattel is constantly improving its technology, right? And this jacket is a perfect reflection of that. Perfect for Mattel WWE Elite Series 100. So while we remove this jacket, underneath you can see Becky's white Extreme Rules ring gear. I know a lot of folks had issues with the head sculpt here. As usual, I don't see it. I see some heavy eye makeup, but that's what Becky looked like at the event, right? This is not side profile even. Look at that. Looks like Becky Lynch to me. What big time Bex are y'all watching on TV that this figure does not look like her? You may have wished for maybe a different expression and something, a little more expressive, we'll say, but to me this looks like Becky Lynch. Matching the white with the gray trim. Super athletic. You got those white stockings painted on right there. Some white kick pad boots with red strips at the top. Don't forget those knee pads right there, gray and white. All matching for Big Time Bex. That's why she's the man. Hey, who's this? It's The Rock. Picture with The Rock for your son. No problem. There's so many just quotable lines that aren't even quotable lines from The Rock that you can think to say as you're cracking open a new Mattel WWE Rock figure. Here in Elite Series 100, time to celebrate. 100 series of Elite figures. It's epic, baby. And The Rock is ready. Did you just pull down the people's pants? We have two great open hand accessories here, and two even wider open hand accessories to layeth the smack it down on some candy asses. And now here's a surprise. The Rock's WWE Championship customized. Wait, where have I seen this before? That's right, I haven't seen this before. The only place this was ever seen, I think, was just in some backstage production photos, possibly in like a Jack's Championship Kids Belt release. But this is not a championship that The Rock ever debuted on television. I'm kind of happy about that. I think it's cool to have it in action figure form, but I don't know if it would have looked as good on TV. So Tom is not necessarily a fan of The Rock's custom championship, but now that it exists and we have it in action figure form, I'm curious to see what people do with it. Perhaps a what if The Rock debuted with this WWE Championship, or debuted this WWE Championship rather as champion, would be really interesting to see. And this is the only place you can get something this unique, right? I mean, it's very unlikely that we'll see this ever on TV or anything like that, unless he decides to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania this year and then change the Undisputed Championship to look like this. So, hey, don't steal my ideas. And now, the People's Champion, wearing the People's shades right there with the People's sideburns. What a handsome guy, you know, especially The Rock back in the day right here. What is this, like, 1999 to 2000 timing? Right before he just kind of really was super taking off and he was still a little bit more of a jerk that people couldn't stand. This was a good looking Rocky Maivia right here. You got removable People's shades to reveal those eyes and big smile right there from The Rock, the People's Champion. And, of course, The Rock jersey Brahma Bull symbol in the front. One on each side, number one, of course, because he's The Rock, he's number one. With that jersey off, The Rock's elbow pads are revealed right here. We have the Brahma Bull tattoo on his arm, of course, right there. There it is. See that? Nice and close. He still has that to this day. That's not something you can just wash off, right? The Rock also here, just like we were talking about Rey Mysterio before, he doesn't have any of his like current modern day tattoos, so it's a little jarring to see him without those, but it's also pretty cool. It's a throwback to the Attitude Era, right? This is The Rock, the People's Champion, with that same Brahma Bull symbol on the back of his black trunks, and in the front, The Rock in red right there. The People's trunks, the People's knee pads, and the People's boots open calved so he can show off those big calf muscles, and some laces in the front. Tall boots, old school style, we love it. The Rock, a generational superstar, once in a generation. Maybe Roman Reigns has something to say about that? Who knows? That pinch is from Roman. That pinch is from Roman, Rocky. Another throwback in Mattel WWE Elite Series 100 to one of, if not the biggest stars in WWE history. Before he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was stunning Steve Austin, now with a stunning Mattel WWE Elite Series figure. Check that out. Look at the muscles on that guy. Stone Cold was always ripped in all the right ways. People forget that about him because, he had a really simplistic way of having matches, but at the same time, dude was jacked. He was ready to beat ass no matter who was stepping up to him. And this version of Stone Cold, stunning Steve Austin, featured in WCW, of course, he was also ready to kick some butt. And we're going to crack that up. Don't forget the stylistic imagery on Elite Series 100 packaging right there, right there. Super celebratory, right? Crack it open and see inside something that is just so stunning in Steve Austin. There's a couple of wide open hand accessories for Steve. And check out this immensely beautiful, shiny and special Television Championship, WCW Television Championship, red strap, silver plates. Love that super wide championship look. I wish they looked like that more often this day and age. It's, a little more compact. Looks a little more now like they come out of a gumball machine, but this was a classic style that looks really good on television, hence Television Championship. And stunning Steve Austin here, quite stunning with that full head of long blonde hair and a ponytail, no less. Can you imagine thinking of Steve Austin with this much hair, this long, in this modern day and age? Imagine his match with Kevin Owens had been like that at WrestleMania. Would have been pretty wild to see. Maybe next time if he steps into the ring, he'll wear a blonde wig to throw back to the good old days. If not, you know, we all love the bald Stone Cold. That man made baldness what it is today, which is dope as hell. Got that stunning Steve Austin robe here with the stars on the side, design on the back right there, super soft goods. So this is cloth. You have the robe strap right here in the front that you can take and tie together if you know how to do that. I'm not so good at tying those knots, so perhaps an online tutorial might help you there of someone tying a real actual robe. You should do that for your action figures too. Just follow it just like it is in real life. Without the robe, everything is stunning, right? Stunning Steve Austin here with a stunning Mattel WWE Elite Series 100 figure. He has those multicolored short tights, blue, yellow, pink, black, very cool, neon style, looking like he just walked off the credits of Saved by the Bell. And he's wearing some white wrist tape right here. Very cool. Black knee pads. White boots with laces. Excelente. Stunning Steve Austin right here. The days before Stone Cold Steve Austin. Even more of a massive presence outside the ring in backstage segments. No matter where he was walking around, Andre the Giant knows how to wear a suit. Look at this guy right here. Check him out. The artwork right here, that classic pink shirt and gray jacket. Of course, he is the Chase variant in this Mattel WWE Elite Series 100 set. So you get two different versions of Andre with that powder teal blazer right there. And on this one, the one that you remember most of all from that classic promo, Andre the Giant with the checkered blazer right there. Two versions of one of the biggest, baddest dudes to ever do it. And we're going to take a look at both of them right now. Can we unbox two figures at once? We can try. We can try. Let's do it. Do the Andre voice while you do it.
I'm going to unbox you. Hogan! Hogan! Oh no! A snake! No! Hogan! Andre the Giant!
Two pointer fingers right here, extra large to fit the extra large Andre the Giant. Beep, beep, beep. And two extra large fist accessories. Look at the size of these puppies right here. Also fit for Andre the Giant. Both versions, the regular and the Chase variant, come with these fists. Don't forget Hulk Hogan's cross necklace that Andre the Giant just happened to get a hold of here. Snuck right into the Mattel WWE Elite 100 figure, both the regular and the Chase variant. Also that massive WWE Championship from back in the day, before WrestleMania 3 when Hogan and Andre faced off. Andre was carrying this huge championship belt right here as world champion, and nobody carried it like him, right? No one carries much of anything like Andre the Giant because the dude was so huge and such a kind of just amazing person to have existed. We can think of it that way. It's they're not. He doesn't keep many people in the same company that he's in. Andre the Giant is as unique as it gets, right? The 7th wonder of the world, 8th wonder of the world, 9th wonder of the world, 8th. He's the 8th. Make sure you get it right, and make sure you know your other 7 wonders and your 9th wonder. I'm not gonna fail you on the test right now, but you should. The variant Andre first. Now here's a look at that head sculpt right there. I think this is really interesting and cool to call out. This is an old school Andre the Giant head sculpt that has been on other Mattel WWE figures, I believe, even though it looks new. But it's updated with TrueFX technology, right? And so it looks more realistic than ever. I have here the classic Andre, that first Mattel WWE Legends Andre figure that was released way back when on somethingcollector.com. And that was one of the best Andres we ever had for the longest time. And now to see that same head sculpt just made to look so good in a current and modern Andre the Giant figure release is really cool. So they're still working on some of those old head sculpts and making them look better than ever. And I could be wrong about that. So Bill, if that's not the same head sculpt, go ahead and tell me in the comments to shut up. But if it is, say thank you. So we have the powder blue kind of teal jacket right here, whatever you want to call it. A pink button-down shirt, Andre the Giant, larger than life. You can see those hands that he comes with included on right there, just extra big accessories, interchangeable of course, as we saw. He's got those kind of greenish forest green pants right here. Big belt buckle, biggest belt buckle you can get, Andre the Giant right there. And of course, some big shoes with black laces. This is the guy in a chase variant. Now let's look at the other one. Now this is the Andre the Giant that we all remember from that infamous promo, right? With the blazer right here with the checkers on it. How that looked on live TV as good as it did, lucky them, because this is a frighteningly challenging pattern to put on camera. But here we are, and we have a pink shirt underneath, just like that. Very few people could rock pink at this time frame in the way that Andre the Giant could. So this is a guy that makes pink look really good right here. And if you think he doesn't make it look good, he'd probably just take this huge hand that he has right here and crush your head like a beer can. Just that easy. That's how big and how incredible Andre the Giant was. Here he is also with some blue pants right here. Again, a huge belt buckle. And he's ready to go. And he's ready to call out Hulk Hogan and make sure that he's going to step into the ring with him at WrestleMania and defeat him, right? Because that's what we all know happened. Right? Right, Andre? And that is about the size of it. Mattel WWE Elite Series 100. Congratulations to Mattel for absolutely just killing the wrestling action figure game with the Mattel WWE Elite Series. Elite Series 100 is a huge milestone, and we have A-list names to prove it right here. Big time Becky Lynch joining the ranks of the other A-list names, right where she belongs, even with her bouffant haircut right here. Rey Mysterio, WCW staple, WWE staple, Lucha Libre legend, Rey Mysterio. The Rock, what more can be said, right? International superstar, probably the most famous wrestler of all time at this point. You know, Hogan's back there waiting to say, brother, I think it might be me, but The Rock can make a decent argument for that. Stunning Steve Austin right here, long flowing locks of golden blonde hair, put into a ponytail with those neon trunks right there, short tights. Stone Cold Steve Austin, before he was still a badass. And of course, John Cena, everyone's favorite superhero wrestler, just changed the game forever and made it so that certain people just don't ever lose. And of course, Andre the Giant, eighth wonder of the world. Nobody like him ever before, probably ever again. Just an absolutely special person, and gets a couple of special action figures from Mattel WWE Elite Series 100. Get them at Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. Before they're all gone, this is the 100th Elite set, right? It's a milestone. The packaging is special. It has shiny parts on it. It has stylized imagery. What more could you want to celebrate 100 successful Mattel WWE Elite sets? Head on over to Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, and make it all about wrestling figures.